So with the release of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, there has been, I don't know if there has been really much fan theories about it or any creepypastas of the game, but I have seen gameplay of the Ultra Beasts and the wormholes and some of the stuff that's been in the game, and oh my god, it is creepy as hell for a Pokemon game, a children's game. All this creepy crap in it, like I said in the last video, the team bosses from Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team Aqua, Team Galactic, Team Plasma, and Team Flare. All those bosses succeeded in what they were doing. Why? Because because in their universe, in their timeline, the main character that you play as, the main protagonist, does not exist. And since the main protagonist doesn't exist, freaking, for example, for Team Magma and Team Aqua, Brendan does not exist. May does not exist. Because they don't exist, Maxie succeeded in drying up all the ocean and creating more land, and Archie succeeded in drying up all the land and making more ocean. And because of that, Archie drowned, and Maxie fell into a fissure and died. But before they fell in and drowned or died, a wormhole happened and sucked them into the Alola region and that timeline. Same thing happened with freaking... I thought about this, and I freaking, like, it was like... In Cyrus, what Cyrus says in Ultra Sun and Moon, Cyrus says that, Cyrus said that I fell into a shadow. Like a shadow Pokemon pulled me in. I fell into the shadow, and I awoke in the Alola region. That hints Pokemon Platinum. Oh my god. In Pokemon Platinum, Giratina sucked Cyrus in and freaking threw him into the Distortion World. But in a different timeline, instead of Cyrus coming into the Distortion World, Cyrus fell into the Alola region because of a warp zone, or what is it, a wormhole. It's like, what the heck? I know I talked about this in my previous video, but I didn't elaborate well enough. But I don't want to talk about them very much. But freaking with Lysandre. Lysandre found AZ's weapon and fired it and killed everyone. Killed everyone who opposed him. That is creepy as fuck. But no, this is what I want to talk about. The Ultra Beasts. Sorry. The Ultra Beasts. In freaking Ultra Sun and Moon, well, in Sun and Moon, you just find the Ultra Beasts randomly, but in Ultra Sun and Moon, you go to their world. There has been multiple theories about what the Ultra Beasts are, and each what the worlds are. The most common theory is that the Ultra Beasts inhabit their own world, but what I think is that their own world is the Alola region, but they took over and killed everyone. The main way I can say this is true is Mr. Glutton, or a Guzzlord. If you see his Ultra World space, whatever, I forget what city it is, but it's a city in the Alola region, completely destroyed. Everyone evacuated, thousands dead. Everyone left that planet because Guzzlord, like, got too powerful and started eating everything and killing everyone in sight. That is creepy as hell, and that is in the Alola region, in Guzzlord's timeline. I didn't think Mr. Glutton would be that scary, but oh my god, it's terrifying. And freaking another one I'm thinking about, I don't remember what is, but that jellyfish person. I'm pretty sure that jellyfish person, like, is like one of those little Metroid things, like a head crab, just like sucks the life out of them. That head crab thing probably sucked the life out of everyone and made the Alola region into its underwater paradise. And another theory I thought about. Why are there so many legendary Pokemon? Yeah, sure, it's one legendary Pokemon per game, but if you think about it, normally everyone in each copy of the game gets at least a legendary Pokemon. Why is it like that? What I thought of is probably because if you go to the Ultra Wormholes, you could find legendary Pokemon there. You are going to a different world, a different timeline. Millions, multiples, thousands of different timelines. You are going there, finding a legendary Pokemon. But what's kind of confusing, why is Giratina in one of those wormholes? Why is Zekrom in one of those wormholes? With Hoopa, at least with Hoopa, like, takes the legendary and throws them into something else. Hoopa has a good reason. I'm not sure why, like, the Necrozma or, fuck. I don't remember any of their names because I don't know. But I think the Necrozma and the, Lunala, or that sun guy, that little Entei's father, that lion. I don't know why, but freaking, I think they can open up the wormholes as well, but I think Necrozma is the main one about it. Did you see Ultra Necrozma, that giant golden thing? It looks like a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh monster, and I thought Zekrom looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. But if you think about it, freaking... Oh, bring pictures. But if you think about it, Hoopa had a reason to take the legendaries and throw them into a different region. It's in the same world, technically the same world. But with Necrozma or whatever, open up wormholes to a different timeline, taking those legendaries and throwing them into that timeline. That is what I could think about it with it. There are so many theories about Ultra Sun and Moon. It is a huge creepypasta fest. There are going to be hundreds of creepypastas about that game. If you don't believe me, look up Mr. Glutton or Guzzlord's Ultra Wormhole theme. It is worse than the Lavender Town theme. Well, that wasn't even bad. It's worse than the Drought theme in Ruby and Ultra Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. It is terrifying. And if you, like I said, it's a city in Alola that's completely destroyed just because of Mr. Glutton. I don't know why, but it's like, I don't have the game. I only seen gameplay of it, so I cannot 100% say all this is true. But just freaking that the fact that Pokemon nowadays can do whatever they want because they introduced alternate timelines and alternate timelines in Gen 6 and different wormholes in Gen 7. Freaking Giovanni, for all I know, could have killed Red, but in one timeline, but saved him in the other. And I don't know if that's actually really true, but since Red is in Gen 7. But say it like this. Getsis killed Hilbert in Gen 5. In the other timeline, Getsis probably didn't kill Hilbert. In Gen 7, Getsis was going to kill Lily. If it wasn't for that other guy, which I can't remember his name. But it's a huge what the fuck. I want to praise Game Freak for this. This is beyond. For the last core Pokemon game on the DS family, they really went all out. I don't really know what else to say except tons of theories. It is beyond what I could have thought about. It's like I didn't even think about it half the time. But after I read and watched the videos, I was like, wow, did they really just go there?